Okay, I'm going to give this a second and see if I can turn my phone. Come on. Everything seems like it's frozen. Okay, now if I turn my phone, am I gonna be crooked? So if I turn it, wait, no, we don't wanna go this way. Turn it, hold on. I see you. Here we go. I just love technology. I'm so good at this. You can't turn your phone while recording. No, there we go. Oh, I think that worked. All right, is that working? Now, how do I close this? Is it working? Can you see me? Am I straight up and down? I've never really had this issue before. There we go. Nope, it's crooked still. Ah. So, okay, I'm gonna have to try to figure this out. I don't know. Now I'm upside down. Is it right now? Correct, I should say. There we go. Okay, now let's see if I can get this to stay somehow. And then we'll be in business. And it's not staying. Everything was perfect. Okay, that should work. Okay, are we good now? Can everybody see me? Am I the correct way? Am I sideways or anything like that? Good? All right, so I'm using my computer also so that I can see your comments, just in case you want to tell me something. All right, so I decided to do a live because I haven't done one in a while, and I really want to show you guys just some more techniques on using the products, because I've been actually very, very busy lately making a bunch of stuff. I just haven't been posting it because I'm just swamped trying to get everything done and going. So what I've been doing is working with a lady who owns her own shop, and she has asked me to actually make some jars. So I'm going to show you this here. This is just kind of an example to show you what you can do with this product. So this jar is actually made with ink. So I'll just kind of show you a little bit closer there. So what I did is just took one of the transfers and I cut it up into pieces, and then I just used ink on each one. So then after you put all the ink on the jar, you bake it in the oven for 30 minutes at 350 degrees, and now it's hard. So now I can put this in the dishwasher if I want to, and it won't ruin the jar. So that's one of the things that I have been very, very busy doing lately. Another thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that Couture, the transfers, you can also use etching cream, and you can actually etch into glass using these transfers. So I don't know if you guys have ever used vinyl before on your Cricut or whatnot, but this is a lot easier. So what you're doing when you're peeling this off and you're putting it on your glass, all you have to do is smooth this out. You're not really, like with vinyl, you kind of have to turn it and twist it and stuff just to make sure that you don't get any bubbles. But this, since it has an actual screen inside, you can just kind of put it on the glass and smooth it out. And so this is what, I don't know if you can see this either, but so this is just to kind of show you an etched glass that I have finished. So yes, etching cream works on mirrors also. So this is the one that I have right now. I got it at Walmart. Basically, there's another kind, I think it's called Armor. I haven't tried that one yet, but it's only a 1-minute application. This is a 15-minute application. I like it because then I can kind of play with it a little bit and make sure, you know, that I have it on even, and then it leaves a nice even coat. So I recommend this if you try like with a transfer of any kind. Like that is a Mr. and Mrs. kit. I have some cute little like forks and knives, or I have tons of them here. So let me show you actually. Here's another one I wanted to show you guys. So this is also a transfer. This was one of the transfers of the month actually. And so I put it on the jar. It's an ink too. So I baked it so it's nice and hard now. You see it's not going to come off, and then I kind of even put a little bit on the bottom there. So it's just like a nice little light bulb. So just a lot of different applications that you guys can do with this. So today, obviously, I'm going to do it on my wall. This is actually a chalkboard on my kitchen wall. And the reason I started with Couture is because I put this on my wall and I thought, how cool would it be to put a nice like design in my kitchen? And so I found this company and I found the products, and then I started selling them, and I haven't even done my wall yet. So it's been like 7 months and I still haven't done it because I've just been busy doing so many other things. So today I'm gonna do just a cute little design on my wall, and I wanted to show you guys how to do it. A couple other things too I wanted to go over. We have some new designs out for Valentine's Day. So this is one that says, "Forget love, I'd rather fall in chocolate." And this one I've already used, so it's very cut up. But it says, "All you need is love," which I made a video doing this one also, if you guys have seen it. So this is what I ended up doing. So this is actually a magnetic board. It comes as a 10-inch round. It has the hole already in the top so that you can hang. It comes with actually just a piece of twine to hang, but I thought like a cute ribbon right now would be nice. Also, the nice thing about this is all chalk paste. So after Valentine's Day, if I want to, I can just wash this off and I can put something else on here. So maybe like a 4-leaf clover or something, I don't know, whatever, for St. Patrick's Day, maybe some Easter eggs, I don't know, whatever I feel like doing. Or I could just do it on the back and like flip it over, you know. But that was one that I did a video for online, so I wanted you guys to check that out too, because it's super, super easy. I also did a video on doing a shirt. It says, "She believed she could," so she did. I have a little sticker in the front there, so just ignore that. But this is the transfer that I used for that. I have it in a bundle deal that I'm doing only for the VIP group people. So if this is something that you want to try yourself, what this bundle is going to include is this transfer, which is reusable. So you can use it on a shirt, you can use it on a pillowcase, you can make a wooden sign, whatever you feel like doing. And then inside this kit, I'm going to have 3 ink samples. I'm using ink because the design I did was on a shirt, and on a shirt you're going to need ink. If you prefer chalk paste, just let me know and I can do chalk paste instead. But I'm going to put 3 ink samples in here, and then a small squeegee, and of course instructions on the back. So these are $16, free shipping. I have 4. So if you guys tonight would like one, let me know. If not, these are going down to the shop here right by my house, because this is something that we actually did a class on, and she wanted me to provide her with a couple just in case somebody that came maybe wanted to take some home and, you know, make a couple with their kids or something like that. So I have 4 tonight. If anybody wants one, just let me know. Okay, so some really good news is Couture is expanding into Canada. So I'm really excited about that. For those who know, I live pretty close to Erie, Pennsylvania. So I'm like 2.5 hours roughly from Canada. So I'm really excited about that because I know that I'm close enough that if I want to share some of this with a couple reps maybe up there, we're not that far apart. So I'm really excited about this transition because Canada is huge, obviously, and we know we're close, we're all on borders. I think it's going to be great for the company, and we're just going to have a lot more fun. Also, starting in February, I'm not sure exactly the date, but starting in February, we're getting a new catalog. So we're going to have tons more designs. So if you're looking online right now and you're like, why is everything out of stock? That's why. We're getting new designs. The company doesn't want to keep a ton of stock on some things that they're going to be getting rid of, you know. And so they're going to bring in the new products. Anyway, enough about all that stuff. Let's get down to chalking. So what I'm going to do, this is, like I said, this is my kitchen. So I have this cute design. It's called Bon Appetit. And we can put some like leaves going the whole way around if we want to. I have some cute little, I'm going to have like a spoon, fork, and knife that I'm going to do. Oh my God, there's a stink bug in here. Get out of here. So then I can put some leaves around it. And I also have some of these, which are some grapes to put over top of the wreath. So first thing I'm going to do, though, is put the sign on the wall. I'm going to use chalk paste. That way, if I ever want to wash this off the wall, I can. Change it up, maybe, whatever I feel like doing, maybe in the summer. So last time I used this paste, it was really thick, so I had to add water to it just to kind of thin it down a little bit, because I like a little thinner consistency. That way I'm not worried about it drying up really fast on me. So I just kind of want to show you, if you add water to your paste, what to expect when you open it up. So I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of bubbly. That's okay. So what I'm going to do is just give it a nice stir here for, 30 seconds or so, whatever it needs. And this is like perfect right now, like perfect consistency, so I don't need to add any more water. I'm very happy about this. If you buy the white paste in the jar, just expect, hey Cindy, just expect it to be kind of thick at first. You can always add water. I keep one of these little things around. Just put a couple drops in. Give it a stir until it's about where you want it to be on the consistency. So, oh, I saw your comment. Okay. So yeah, when you get your white paste, don't be alarmed that it's really, really thick. I think it's also, since a lot of these are going on chalkboards, chalkboards are mostly black, and so you're using a white paste over top, so they want to make it kind of thick so it shows up on top of the black chalkboard too. But that's just my theory. That's not true. So anyway. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is, first thing I'm going to do is get a towel, because I want to fuzz this transfer first, because I don't want it to stretch when I take it off the wall, and I want it to be able to come off the wall pretty easy. So first thing I'm going to do is lay out my towel. I'm going to peel off the transfer. So the nice thing about these transfers are they are reusable. The backs of these are sticky, so I want to save this piece of paper because this is what it's going to go back on. There's two sides to this. There's a shiny side and then a dull side. So you're going to remember the shiny side is what it goes back on when you're done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fuzz this, which means I'm just going to put it down here on my towel and lift it. And if I feel like it needs a little bit more fuzz, I'm going to just do it again. And looks good. So now I'm going to put it on my wall. And what I like to do is start in the middle and kind of like spread out to the sides. That way I don't get any bubbles in the letters. And also you want to make sure when you're putting this on that you rub pretty good around like the letters where the opening is, so that none of the paste slides up underneath. But since it is chalk based, if it does, we can always wipe it off. So let's see. I'm thinking about, can you guys see this? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say right about here, because then I can actually write underneath maybe what we're having for dinner, so that everybody will know when they come home what is for dinner. Okay, so I'm going to just rub this here. Make sure it's nice and on the wall. Okay, so I need a squeegee. And I really want you guys to see this too, because this comes up a lot in my classes. And so this is something I probably should go over a little bit more whenever I'm doing these. But if you buy one yourself and you're at home, I want you to know this. So these squeegees come with like a beveled edge there. I don't know if you can see that on the front there. See the bevel? And this is how you're going to apply your paste. So when you're doing this, you're going to go on an angle and you're going to give it some pressure because you want the paste to slide over top, but you don't want it thick and gloppy. You want to be able to coat it over top of your design and then spread it back off when you're done. So I'm going to, this is actually a little thin to where if I put it on the wall, it might run off the wall. So what I'm going to do is I just stick my squeegee here in the paste. If I was at a class, I would just give out little sample pieces, but since I'm just here at my house, I'm just going to stick it right in the paste, and I'm going to go top to bottom. And then if I feel like it needs a little bit more, I'll just grab a little bit more paste out of the jar. And it's probably hard to see because you guys are a little far away, but as I'm going, I'm spreading it on, and then I have extra here, so I'm wiping it on. I don't know if you can see my technique, but I wipe it on to get the extra off, and then I smooth it on with the squeegee. So now I'm going to take whatever is extra on here, and I'm going to put it back in my jar. I want to get this a nice texture here so that I don't have a bunch of bumps when I pull it off. All right. Okay, that looks good to me. Let me put this down. I always look at my fingers because whenever I pull this off, I don't want to leave fingerprints all over the wall. So I'm going to start in the corner, and I'm going to make my way to the middle. If I go in the corner and start pulling, I could stretch out the transfer and ruin it, which I have done, so it is possible. So I'm just going to pull this off, and there's my design. Looks really small from the, I got the phone a little bit further away today so that I could kind of give myself some working room. But so then I don't know if you can see this here or not. So I have this little white bucket of water that I keep next to me so that I can wash off my transfers when I'm done. And I will say the larger transfers are kind of a pain to wash off. So those ones I like to do actually in my kitchen sink. It's a lot easier to just lay it over the sink and then spray it off with my faucet. And so, okay, so what I'm doing is I'm wiping it with my hand in here in the water. And so that is getting the paste off the front. So then after I feel, you know, I'm happy with that, I just do a quick flip and I wipe the back off. And the reason I'm doing this is just in case it picked up any particles off the board, my surface, and also to get some of that fuzz back off that I did with the towel. So that feels pretty good to me. Make sure you're also using cool water. Do not use hot water. It will dissolve the stickiness on the back and then your transfers won't stick again. So let me just get this out of the way and dry my hands. I always keep a ton of towels around me. Hey Linda, I can't wait till we get down there again. I need to figure out what design that we can all do as a group. So I'm hoping you guys have a little input here for me. All right, let me get some stuff out of my way here. I'm gonna do next, actually let me just move my design out of the way, my transfer. And I'm gonna put that over here. Okay, I'm gonna do the leaves next because I have to figure out how much room I'm gonna have for the forks and stuff. So I need to rinse off my squeegee. The nice thing about this paste, whenever you're rinsing it, you'll be able to feel how much of the paste you've washed off as you're doing it. It literally just, sorry, it literally just comes like right off as you're rinsing it. So it's really easy to work with. If you spill any on your clothes, it'll come right off. You can either just use a wipe or it'll come off in the wash. So that's the nice thing about these products. So it's really good for kids too. So if your kids are playing with this and they spill it everywhere or, you know, get it all over their arms and legs and who knows because they're kids, you can just wash it right off. As long as they don't eat it, just tell them not to eat it. Okay, so let me move my water just a little bit here. Okay, so now I have, this came with the design, and then this came with it, so that I can do a couple pieces together. I'm gonna do like a continuous circle. I could go like maybe a leaf here and then like a small leaf on the other side, but I'm just gonna do a continuous circle with this. And I'm gonna use green. I was thinking about maybe just kind of sticking with white and making everything white, but I'm just gonna do, I think I'm gonna just do some green on this. And then, you know, if I don't like it, I can just wash it off. I also have teal. Teal is really nice. I just don't think teal leaves would look very good. So here's my green. This is kind of to show you the difference. It's not bubbly, but it's pretty hard right now. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm just gonna stir it up. Like to make sure I get the edges really good. So that's usually where all the dried paste goes. And the color. Just gonna give it a good stir. And if I feel like it's too thick, I can just add some water, which I think I'm gonna do because this feels pretty thick to me. Usually these pastes, you wanna keep them around about 6 months. Then they start to dry out, which this green is not that old because I got it for Christmas, for all my Christmas stuff. So I'm just gonna do a couple drops in here to start, and then I can see if that is enough. If not, I can add some more. That actually looks pretty good, but I might do a little bit more just because I don't want this to dry. So just remember that this is chalk paste, so it can dry. So while you're working with this, try to work in small sections. If you're doing multiple colors, do one color at a time, and if you need to peel the transfer off of where the spot is that you just did, do that, or cut it up into pieces and do one color at a time, peel it off, put your next one on, you know, put your color, peel it off. It's a lot easier to go. If I would put all of these on the wall right now and put all my colors on and all my designs on, by the time I peel this off, it's gonna peel the paste back off too because it's gonna dry. So I'm gonna just go in sections. All right, so first I'm gonna do is peel this off too. And I'm gonna fuzz it on my towel. You can also use your jeans. Jeans really seem to work the best, honestly. They have like the best fuzz on them for this stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna go, I think, about there. And give it a nice little rub here. Okay, I'm just gonna take my squeegee and dip it right into my jar. Here comes my lovely assistant.
What the heck is that?
All right, so we're just gonna spread this on here. What?
What the heck is that?
What?
What the heck is that?
Cat food? It's cat food, Eva.
Cats aren't princesses.
Okay, so as you can see, I'm just wiping the extra off and putting it right back into the jar. And we're gonna peel, and this still feels a little thick, so. Oh, looks good. What do you guys think? Looks good? It didn't stick too bad? Actually, it didn't stick at all. So now I'm gonna just use this. What I like to do is just give it a quick look on the back to make sure there's no paste on the back so I don't have spots everywhere. But I'm just gonna reuse it. And I'm gonna go right on the top here. And then just kind of do a quick push down with my fingers since it already has a bunch of paste on it. That's what I do. All right, I get some, wash off my fingers.
Can I bring over the stool?
Where?
Over here.
No, there's no room.
What, can I just put it right there?
Nope. Nope. All right, so let's go here.
Where's But then you can't put chalk on it.
Sure I can.
Well, I guess you can, but you can't do it. You would have it there.
Alright. There's my next one.
Where is the chalk, by the way? I'm gonna write something.
No, you're not. You're gonna wait. Okay, see, I'm doing a video. We're live right now. You wanna say hi to everybody? Okay, so you can wait so after we're done, and then you can write on it. You can actually put on here what you want for dinner, since it says Bon Appetit. Okay, so let me just check this. I feel like this is starting to get a little full. I don't know if you can kind of see, like right over here, to where I feel like the paste might not go through this. So I'm gonna actually rinse it off, and then I'm gonna reuse it. So here's a little trick on rinsing these and reusing them. So you can actually rinse this off and dry it and then reuse it right away. Shorty said she thinks that you're cute.
Wait, Shorty?
Shorty.
Did
Okay.
I get it right, Shorty?
Yes.
Shorty. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Let me do all the kidding.
No, either. Seriously. Okay. Here. What I'm gonna do. So this is wet. I'm just gonna slide it over here onto my towel like this.
Oops, sorry.
And what I do, this is how I reuse these right away. So then I just fold my towel right over top. And I kind of give it a second here to dry. And then, so the nice thing to do is keep some wipes around with you.
Yes. Because then it's going to get a little messy.
Because what we're going to do to dry this quickly is we're going to wipe it down with a wipe. So I take a wipe and I just literally go over the top, which kind of dries it off a little bit. And then I flip it over. This is the sticky side. And then I wipe down the sticky side. Just like that.
You make videos every day, Mom?
Nope. I should though, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I'm a video maker. Okay, so now this is just like a little damp, not too bad. So what I do is I usually just stick it right on my leg and I give it a couple wipes and that dries it off enough to be able to reuse it.
Like my hand.
Just want to make sure it's dry though, because if it's wet, your paste is going to run because it'll be too runny. So there we go. Now it's nice and sticky. So we had to finish our circle.
I have a question. How does it not like smear that?
Because that's dry. So this part right here is dry now. If it wasn't, and I was going to be covering it up with this,
Mommy, can I show them?
I'd
the
hit
little
it
jar
with
she
a blow dryer.
Mommy, can I show them the little jar she made?
I did.
Oh, you
You
did.
missed that part.
Can I show them the wine glasses?
Yes, you can show them the wine glasses. So Eva wants to show you the wine glasses that we made. So
Even this one?
just do one. Just that one that's in your hand. We don't want to drop anything.
So,
this-
Mom made these awesome wine glasses. So I don't remember when, but she made
A
them.
long time ago.
They come in green and red, or you can just get the charcoal.
Silver, huh?
Yeah, you can just get. Oh, whoops. You can just get this, just plain with none of the jolly on the back. And we already
Then
have.
what do you do? So after we put the paste on or the ink on those, what did we do with those wine glasses? How did we make sure that it stayed on?
We put it in the oven for about, I don't know,
Half an hour?
maybe an hour,
maybe an
half
hour.
hour,
See, she
2.5
knows.
hours.
My assistant knows how to do this.
Oh, did you show him that one?
Oh, I messed up that a little bit. That's okay.
Mommy, did you show him that one?
Yes, I did.
The one with the light bulb?
Okay, just gonna stick this on lightly here.
Oh, and I got a sewing machine for Christmas in case you want anything. So you can get a pillowcase, a shirt, pants, maybe a doll. We're still working on a doll. And what else could we make?
Anything that is Made of fabric, I would guess.
We can make a bag. We can make. What are those again? Curtains. Yeah.
Curtains.
We can make curtains. What else could we make?
I don't know. Possibilities are endless.
I mean, I would show you my sewing machine, but we'd have to go downstairs for that.
And we're just gonna try to finish this up.
Yeah.
Because we still have
Can I peel it off?
ninja class tonight.
What time again?
7.
Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead,
Totally
peel
forgot.
that off for me.
Lana should be done by soccer by now. What time is it? She has soccer at like 5 to 6.
Okay, so there's that one.
No.
Eva,
5.
excuse me, please.
Sorry.
Eva, get out of here, please.
All right. So I have, next I'm gonna do the fork and spoon and knife. So this one, I'm gonna clean it off really good since I'm done with this set of leaves. And let's just make sure I get all the green off. And the green seems to like leave a little stain, but it does eventually wash off. Okay, in the back there, almost done. Okay, so I'm going to put this over with the other one to let it dry. And these ones I am going to wash these off before I put them on the backing. The same way I showed you guys before with the wipe. So now we're going to do the fork and knife and spoon. And then I can finish it up with the extra leaves because then these ones will be dry and then I can layer over top. But in the meantime, make sure you put your lid back on your jars because the paste will start to dry. And I'm just gonna put this off to the side. Trying to think, where should we do these? I think we're gonna put them underneath. I think that looks cool like that. Okay, let me just get this out of the way. So look at my hands, covered in green. Okay, so do you guys have any questions at all while we're doing this? I know a couple of you have tried it already and having some good success with it. Really excited to see what spring has. I'm going to start focusing a little bit more on palettes. That's kind of like the direction that I want to go in for spring. I'm going to do some palette classes actually too here in Meadville. A couple up in Erie and maybe Mercer or obviously Pittsburgh, just in case anybody would like to come. What we're going to do in those classes is we're going to build the palette and then stain it. So we have some really cool stain techniques that I will show you guys, which actually I'll probably do a live maybe this weekend because we're supposed to get a bunch of snow. So I guess I won't have anything else to do. Okay, so fork, spoon, knife. Let's see, I'm gonna put those down here. So what I'm going to kind of see is, I think we're gonna go like this. I think, right? Is that the way a fork and knife go? I don't know. So I'm going to actually fuzz these on my jeans just because it's a little bit quicker. So I'm gonna peel this off. Fuzz. Get my fork. I like this fork. I actually want to use this to do some etching. I think I'm gonna do some etching with it.
You're doing good.
Thanks. All right.
Yeah.
The knife.
I'm just gonna sit here and watch you.
Over here. Folding that on the bottom. So you get, just so you guys can see this too. You only have to make sure you rub down the spots where there's an opening. You don't have to get the whole thing on there because we're gonna need an edge to be able to pull it back off. So all you need is the opening spot.
Did you show them your business card?
Yes, Eva, it's on my website.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and now let's get the spoon
In the middle.
in here. And I just need to fix this a little bit right there.
Good thing the chalkboard's in our kitchen.
I know. Perfect, right?
Yeah, or else we could have done that.
So, can you actually hand me that little small one right there?
Which one? This?
Yes, I want to show them this one.
Okay.
So this one is called the multi-tool. As you can see, it's very small. So that's what I'm going to use actually for these because I don't want to bump it on the end. And then it also has a little top here. Basically, so when you're done, you can use this little edge and clean your jar. But so I'm just going to use this one because these are real small and I just want to be kind of quick with these.
Luckily, it matches the kitchen.
I know.
I want to say where the camera is, but I can't. The camera's right there.
Yeah, don't bump it, please.
So you're going to show them how to use the tool?
Just kind of spread it. I'm just going to stick that one right there.
Oh, only if we could show the one that I have in my room. The one that
Another day.
Yeah, but it's the V's kind of gone.
Yeah, we need to put it back on. Okay, there's our spoon.
Can I tell them the story about when we first started it?
When I'm done, honey.
Okay.
And, oh, I guess I gotta peel it off.
That's
Stick it here.
you.
Last, the knife.
I really like those wine glasses he made.
Then I can just wipe this off here. This is really good too when you're doing really small transfers. That you don't want to bump maybe off the edge or if there's two spots that you're going to be doing some color of.
Never do
Okay,
this.
get it.
Never do this when you have animals in your house.
Okay, and there's that one.
I don't want to say it.
So I'm just gonna rinse these off now.
That's a cool jar you made.
I have a couple extra leaves that I can add on here. I had a light green. I don't know where it is. It must be downstairs.
Do you want me to go look down there?
Sure. It's a light green paste.
So, okay, I might know what it looks like.
Okay.
Wait, you said light green?
Light green.
Okay.
My little helper, huh? She loves making videos. This is the age of YouTube. So, I'm almost done here cleaning up. I am running out of space on my towel, so I might have to put this one over here also.
Mom, I only found these ones.
Yes, that's the one.
I didn't know which one
Thank
you wanted me to
you
grab,
very much.
so I grabbed both of them because I didn't know which one you wanted me to grab.
I think I'm going to do the super light one because I think it's
Like-
cool.
The yellowish one.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna put this over here.
I'm just washing these off really quick.
You got me.
Is there another towel there? Can you grab me that towel, please? Thank you.
There you go.
Okay. So I'm done with the white. I'm going to actually put the white away first before I do these. So I have this other green here,
It's like a yellowish green.
which I think is going to look pretty nice
Me too.
with some like accent colors here.
Accent.
Like I said, if we don't like it, we can wash it off.
Yes.
That's the best part about it.
Luckily, it's chalkboard.
Right, but even if it wasn't, you can still wash it off.
True. You just get a little wipey. Wash it.
All right, let's get some paper towels.
Wash.
Probably have a pretty
Wash
big
your
mess, but that's okay.
Wait, are you doing that one?
No.
Do you want me to go see if you have some more downstairs?
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, just wash my hands. All right. So this is the one I'm going to do here. It's just a small leaf, just for kind of like filling in between. So this, since we did down here first, these are pretty dry right here. So when I layer over top, it's not going to pull it back off. So when you're doing your layering, make sure the paste is really nice and dry. Definitely use a blow dryer if you are like in a class and you want to kind of hurry up, or at home and you want to hurry up. Just use a blow dryer, and you can tell because it gets really hard, and then you'll know that it's ready. All right, let's fuzz.
Wait, what's fuzz?
Fuzz, when you get the fuzz on the back, so that it's not.
I thought you said let's fuzz.
I did.
Like I thought you meant something else, like let's fuzz, like said let's go oh fuzzy.
Is that kid lingo?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Let me just get this stirred up so it's ready to go. Cindy says hi. Cody's mom.
Hi, Grandma. Hi, Papa Larry. I'm gonna have some pistachios.
Okay, so this one I love. Some of these colors, like the purple and stuff, which is my favorite.
The teal.
These come really nice already. No water needed.
Like the white one. The white one just dries out real easily.
Yeah.
Like so, we had to give it time too.
Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to fill in here.
Wait. Don't close anything. Oh, I'm kind of starting to like purple now. She can be right here eating my pistachios. You putting it on the top of them?
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, like where the little holes are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
So there we go.
Oh, I like the yellow there. I like it.
Well, thanks, darling. All right, let's see if we can line this up somehow here.
I'm just gonna eat pistachios and watch you.
Okay.
That's good. Right there. Doesn't it kind of look like it's connecting?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about Mom.
We
She
want it
makes
to be
things
like a wreath.
connecting. She makes things connecting. She's so artful.
Yeah, that's why my business is called Artful Conceptions.
That's what I thought it was. Artful concessions. But I got it like chalk paste concessions, I think.
Just chalk. Just chalk. Because they could be, chalk anything, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
We can chalk anything we want.
Chalk. And no, not just chalk. Ink too.
Ink it too, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go here. And I think for the grapes, all I have is like a bright purple. So that might
you don't
be,
just have bright purple.
that might be a little fun looking, but
yeah.
that's okay.
I'm gonna do the other spot too. I didn't know if you're gonna do it because it's kind of closed.
Nah, it still goes over top.
Mommy doesn't care if she gets that on top.
Okay. And one
Mommy,
more.
can we keep this sign there? I like it.
Yeah. This is for the kitchen.
And then whenever I can vlog and show my vloggers what you did. Speaking of vlogging, I haven't vlogged in a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see I just kind of like dab it on with my fingers so
Oh
I'm not
my
spreading
God,
it all
there's a
around.
stink bug.
I know.
Hey, little buddy. Hopefully, don't eat anything here. Don't you go, mustachios. He seems to like the light right now. He's going everywhere for the food.
There's some bubbles in that, so I hope that didn't get underneath. Okay.
I don't like it. No.
There you go. So you can see where it's dry.
Pretty.
I could even probably put some more on if I wanted to. And just kind of go all the way around and make it really full.
Can you double coat it?
But I'm just going to stop here, and that way I can get you guys going.
My mom's very nice.
Just trying to catch up on my comments here.
Wait,
Some
what
of
does that
these.
say? Larry, Cindy.
That's Grandma Cindy.
Yep. Papa Larry and Grandma Cindy.
Okay. So then we just have some grapes and we're done.
So you're gonna do light purple.
So if you guys missed the beginning too, please go back and watch it afterwards because there's some new stuff coming out.
It's not like we're
and-
gonna delete this video.
Just want you guys to hear all the cool new stuff coming out. So this is what we have here is purple. So this is what the grapes are gonna be.
Did you put something in the oven?
Yeah, I have another green too. Sorry, my head's in the way. That I could even put, I think, around it, just to really make it pop and make it really stand out. But I'm just gonna stick with these two right now.
Oh, I have an idea, but I don't think you want to add it. I was thinking you could put a grape on each,
Okay, we need to wrap this up. We're almost at 6:30. I've been
and then
torturing everybody for an hour. Okay, so here's my grapes. We're going to
pan it.
make sure it's dry. Put some
Especially
grapes
the white.
on. Get my purple ready. Make sure you have lots of popsicle sticks on hand.
You can use some of mine for slime.
Okay, this is gonna be cool, I think, with this purple.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could even use like another green for green olives, but or black, but black wouldn't show up. We're using purple.
Yeah. Wait, you're doing olives
Yeah, olives.
for grapes?
Yes. Is that what I said? Grapes, olives.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You should
Whatever these round things are.
But you can call them pistachios because they kind of look like a pistachio.
Okay. So these you can just put wherever you want. I'm just gonna.
They look more like seeds, actually. Like little flower seeds.
Oh wait. Here. I don't know. I'm just gonna put these on like this.
I don't know how to do this.
All right.
I thought there was
and
3 of them.
Just gonna use
The purple.
purple.
The nice, beautiful purple.
And I might even have to go back over this a second time because this green sometimes is pretty hard to cover. Okay, we got some purple. Let's put one down here.
Maybe you should put one on the fork.
No.
It looks like you got 2 sprays, but 1 fell off.
Okay.
I like that.
I'm just gonna stick with this one.
I like it.
Thanks.
Like, we can get a whole chalkboard and make them so, like, people can buy them for their wall.
One more, and we're done.
Mom.
What?
This is our last week for violins. Today was our last day. My. What?
Stink bugs. They make the worst noise ever.
They
Okay.
always interrupt. How dare you, stink bug? That looks pretty much.
Okay, we're done.
Done. Just peel it off. And that's
There
all
we go.
for today.
All right. So now we have a nice design on our wall. So if you guys have some kitchen cabinets that maybe you want to put some designs on,
Maybe just like you have a plain wall or
go ahead and do
something.
it. And the best part is if you don't like it, it will come off. So,
Straight away. Not straight away. But
or if you change your color schemes, then you can just wash it off and start over.
and do a different color.
Right. Okay.
You got me again, Mom.
All right, guys. So that is how we're going to wrap this up today. If you have any questions, just shoot me a message or post it under the video afterwards. And remember, I also have 4 of these bundles available. So if anybody would like a bundle before I take them down to the shop, just shoot me a message. And then I'll send you an invoice through PayPal. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight.
That was all for today. See you tomorrow or next week.
And